Hey everyone, it's Birth Ogre, and I'm here in this is my review for A Working Man, the new film directed by David Ayer and starring Jason Statham in the lead role. Now, one of the biggest surprises in 2024 was the film The Beekeeper. Critically and commercially, it did really well, and it was pretty obvious that Statham and Ayer were going to re-team again in order to bank off of the success of that movie. In this case, they made the film A Working Man. It was greenlit. I think they rushed through this project in order to bank off the success of Beekeeper in order to, release it as soon as possible. And it is kind of evident here. I thought that in comparison to The Beekeeper, A Working Man is not as good, but still a fun enough watch. Now, you've seen this movie many times before with Arnold Schwarzenegger in the lead role, with Sylvester Stallone in the lead role. Ironically, Sylvester Stallone helped write the script for this movie alongside David Ayer, so that's interesting to see. Jason Statham is at his most Jason Stathamist in this film. He's kicking butt, he has minimal dialogue, he is scowling and, frowning and just, saying his lines, doing whatever he always does. He's good. He's always good in these types of roles, and he's having a fun time here. The villains were very cartoonish, very cardboard cutty. I didn't love the villains at all. They just felt like cartoonish characters, in my personal opinion. The visuals and the editing were a little bit frenetic because I think that, again, they rushed through this project in order to release it as soon as possible. For me, in comparison to The Beekeeper, I felt like Jason Statham's character was a little bit overpowered to a certain extent. There's only one sequence where he kind of loses, but even then, 30 seconds later, he ends up winning the fight. So yeah, in my personal opinion, if you're a big fan of Jason Statham, if you're a big fan of action thrillers, this is the film for you. But for me, I give it a 6.5 out of 10. In comparison to The Beekeeper, which I did like, this is not as good, but still fun enough.